It's that time of year where Lakeland gathers up its favorite sons and daughters. I'm talking about the Swan Roundup. This two-day event happens each year, with day one being the Swan Roundup. There are over 70 swans that were collected this year in a process that has been refined over time, with the health and safety of the swans and their handlers in mind.
Well, today we're catching and rounding up the swans. It's the 30th annual Swan Roundup for the city of Lakeland, and they're basically herding the swans at first, and then the ones that they don't catch, they're going ahead and netting them and bringing them into the pens for the examinations that will follow. The initial swans came from the Queen of England in 1957. In 1958, the city had a bird that became sick. They asked my father if he knew anything about caring for swans. He didn't. He said, "I've done chickens, but I can try." So ever since then, the city of Lakeland and the Gardner family has taken care of the swans of Lakeland.
Helping out with the Swan Roundup this year is the Regal Swan Foundation, a group that was formed to be all about swans.
The Regal Swan Foundation is a charitable corporation that cares for swans worldwide. They're a humane group that makes sure that swans are cared for in a manner that is befitting a captured species here.
Day one starts with the roundup, and after the birds get acclimated in their holding pens, then we start day two with the swans' health exams. I'm going to grab a bird and walk you through the process. And what they're doing now is they're weighing the swan.
Okay, that's 22.22.
He's so cute.
It's a medium. Medium, 22.22.
She's being so good.
I'll let everybody get the pictures.
20.11. 20.11.
Okay, who's the handler?
Right here.
20.11.
20.11. That's what it weighs?
That's what it weighs, and then what we want you to do is put that around your neck. It gives them a 3-point hold here.
Hold here.
And
Okay.
that gives you a 3-point stance for him.
Okay. And then what we're doing is we're checking on the microchip on the bird.
Got it. 001 856. Okay.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this female, and this is one of the mute swans. So these are descendants of the Queen of England's birds. And so now what we're going to do is
Now, how could you tell it was a female?
just because of the structure of the face, there's not the big cob like they have on the males.
Okay.
And we can also sex them by DNA analysis or by just physically looking, but a lot of this, when they're mature, we can just tell by visual inspection.
Do you need me to unbuckle this?
That one will just keep straight for now.
Okay.
And right now I'm just going to take a look at the wing and make sure it's okay. Let's do one more. Not that one, let's just get the wing out. And if you'll just keep a hand right there. Okay.
And what are we checking with the wing?
We're looking at the wings to make sure there's no pink feather disease. It's a bacterial disease that the swans can get due to the water quality problems sometimes we have in Florida lakes with runoff. Lake Morton typically has very, very good quality for the swans, so we're not seeing much of that kind of problem here. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, sir. That'll help.
And then the swan's going to get its shots.
We're going to go ahead and do an inoculation, and this is inoculation for common diseases. And let's go ahead and undo this back clasp.
I got it.
And
Got it?
back Velcro. All right, I know. And if you'll just kind of hang on to the rest of the bird, we'll
be glad to.
Here you go, Jamie.
I may have needle nose, but I'm not sure.
And that completes the inoculation. And if you got my stethoscope,
It'll pop out again.
I know, but I'm just going to listen to the heart. And right now I'm checking the heart, lungs, and air sacs to be sure this bird is healthy. And they can get heart problems or lung problems just like people.
And what's the typical life expectancy of a swan?
A captive swan like this can be easily 30 years, and we've had some that were documented on Lake Morton that have been over 30 years.
Okay. And is this a healthy bird?
This is a very healthy bird. His body systems check out in good shape. His eyes are clear. His beak looks fine. He has no defects. His weight is excellent. And he is a pampered, healthy bird.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, and I will release that one. How's that? Okay. Just off your head.
Thank you.
Turn around that way. And we'll release from the back to the front.
Okay.
So it gives them a chance to stand up. Just release that. Release that. Okay. Good. Release. He'll stand up and just more gracefully than that. I guess he wanted home. Like now.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
As you can see, this is a labor of love by all involved in helping keep the symbol of our city happy and healthy. So next time you're in the neighborhood, slow down and enjoy these majestic creatures.